I've always been curious what's the best way to meet new people as an adult? Making friends when we're kids just happens. You sit next to someone in class, and boom, you're best friends by lunch. But as adults, it's harder. Work, routines, and let's be honest, fear of awkwardness. So I wanted to put it to the test. I decided to try 4 very different hobbies, each one known for bringing people together. Some pushed me physically, others creatively. Some were loud and active, others quiet and reflective. I had no idea what to expect, just that I'd have to show up, talk to strangers, and see what happened. Here's what I found. First, team sports. I joined a local netball group. I'd never played before and barely knew the rules. But the minute I stepped onto the court, that didn't matter. Everyone was just there to have fun. There's something about running around with a group of people, working toward a common goal. Even if that goal is just getting the ball into the hoop. You laugh when someone misses. You cheer when someone scores. You start to feel like a team, fast. After the match, we all stayed to chat. Some went out for drinks. A few people invited me to join again next week. And just like that, I wasn't just some random new person anymore. I was part of something. Team sports offer what researchers call shared intention. You're not just doing something near each other, you're doing something together. And that sense of we is powerful. It makes you feel connected, even if you're total strangers. Next up, bouldering. Now, this was intimidating. Walking into a climbing gym full of fit people scaling walls like Spider-Man was a lot. But once I got started, something surprising happened. People were friendly. Like really friendly. Someone showed me how to read the holds. Another helped me with technique. And when I made it to the top of my first wall, a stranger actually clapped for me. In a sport where everyone's trying to beat their own limits, there's a lot of cheering for others. Plus, when you're resting between climbs, you end up chatting about routes, injuries, even life stuff. There's a theory that bonding happens faster when we're in slightly stressful environments. And hanging off a wall 5 meters in the air? Definitely qualifies. It was also really satisfying. Mentally and physically. The soreness the next day was real, but so was the sense of achievement. Third, creative writing. This one was quieter, but maybe even more meaningful. I joined a local creative writing group hosted by a book club. Everyone arrived solo, notebooks in hand, a bit nervous. But once the writing started, there was this calm focus. Then we shared what we wrote, short poems, snippets of stories. And suddenly, people opened up. About their thoughts, their lives, their dreams. There's a kind of magic in sharing something you created. It's vulnerable, but it invites connection. You're not just talking about the weather, you're talking about ideas, memories, feelings. We bonded not by looking at each other, but by looking at something we both cared about. Psychologists call this a triadic interaction, you, me, and the thing we're focused on together. That shared focus creates safety and builds friendship over time. Also, the session only cost a few bucks, and you didn't need any gear or experience. Perfect if you're on a budget or just starting out. Finally, life drawing. Now this one takes guts. Not because I had to be naked. Don't worry. but because I had to draw a naked person in a room full of strangers with my terrible drawing skills. But honestly, it was one of the most relaxing experiences I've had in a long time. No one judged. Everyone was focused, calm, and supportive. People chatted during breaks. There was tea and biscuits, and some of the kindest vibes I've ever felt in a group of strangers. It was more than just drawing. It was about being present. And oddly, I felt more connected to the people around me, not because we talked a lot, but because we all shared that quiet, creative space. Some studies even show that life drawing can improve body image, just by being around unfiltered, real human bodies and appreciating them through art. Plus, seeing other people's work and sharing your own creates this beautiful sense of community. Skill level didn't matter. Openness did. So, what hobby is best for making friends? Here's what I learned. It's less about what you do and more about how you show up. Pick something you're at least a little curious about. Be open. Be consistent. And be willing to say the first hi. In all 4 activities, the real connection started not because of the activity itself, but because I leaned in, talked to someone, asked a question, shared a moment. And that's where friendships begin. In the small, simple, slightly awkward moments that turn into something more. If you're looking to make new friends, maybe try something new. Even if it scares you a little. You never know what or who you might find.